time in half
Good morning,
a century.
everyone.
Last time, Barack Obama
So
and
I'm
Joe
watching
Biden in
this
2008.
live
So Democrats
2020
were
election
able to pull it
result
off here.
analysis.
And I followed the Democratic
You
effort and the
notice
Republican effort for the
I'm gonna
last year here.
go to
Democrats were
another
really
one. You
focused
notice
on
they
trying to
not
get
allow
that
you to
turnout
leave a
up,
comment.
particularly among voters of color.
why?
But I was also following Republican voters here,
Right
as
now,
you
they're
well know, Savannah.
preparing
Republicans who
for the worst.
are more moderate call themselves
So I'm
Jerry
gonna go
Ford
to another
Republicans.
live
The Gerald R.
election.
Ford Museum is just across the river here. A lot of voters who didn't
That's the same
really
one.
feel at home in the
Let's
Republican
see.
Party
We're gonna
anymore
go
and wound
here.
The president wants the market to go up headed into November. And now that
Bear
Pfizer
with me.
something
See
something
here, look.
emerged that would be the crux of a case that you take
Can't
all the way
leave
to
a
the Supreme
comment.
Court. You know, we saw so much about Bush v. Gore, but the reason Bush v. Gore became
trying to steal the
infamous
election
were
from-
two of them. One
from
is it determined
Donald
the
Trump.
presidency. It put a candidate over 270. The other
Because
one is it was
Republicans
500
and
votes separating the
Democrats
candidates,
in the House
not
don't want
not
them there.
20,000, not 50,000.
But people do.
So that those are the ingredients that you have to look for to see, is this something that could last a long time?
And Rick, what
Let's
we
see
are
who
looking
else
at when you look at the
Let's
down
see,
ballot
that
races
was
is regardless
NBC.
of who becomes president, they are likely looking at a divided Congress.
Gonna
What
go,
does that
I
mean
think,
for the next few years?
ABC? Oh, that was
Yeah,
ABC
it's such a
right
weird
there. See, look,
election
can't
to
leave no
analyze
comments.
because it was a kind of a terrible night for Democrats,
Mm-hmm.
other than perhaps the presidency. If they win the presidency, they'll take it. Don't get me wrong, but they'll pick up, a
They're
couple,
preparing.
one seat, two, maybe two in
National
the
Guard.
Senate. They're not going to
Wake
have the
up,
majority.
people.
So that
Wake
means Joe
up.
Biden is going to have to get his cabinet nominees, court nominees through
See
a
how they
Republican-controlled
prolonging it?
Senate. And
They're
the
preparing
House
the
majority
National
is going to
Guard
be one of the
for
narrowest that
chaos.
we've seen in a century. And that again is surprising. A lot of people thought
They are
the
stealing
Democrats
this
were going to
election.
ride this wave, but in fact, a lot of Democrats in reddish and
Blaming
purple
it on
places
COVID.
lost their
That's
seats
why
or
it's taking
lost
so long to
opportunities
count
to
the
pick up
votes.
seats. Some losing,
Get the
as
fuck outta here.
far afield as Florida. It was really, really fascinating
Just go
because it's
on
one of
your
those
YouTube
areas
and
where
try to leave
the
a
polling,
comment
frankly, just
anywhere.
pushed us in the wrong direction.
Can't
That's
leave a
not how
comment.
voters reacted. And if Joe Biden is president, he's going to have to deal
Today,
with
we can't leave a
an
comment.
extremely narrow majority in the House of Representatives with a lot of.
Let's see. I'm gonna give you one more. Another ABC News.
How do you keep
Let's
your
see.
job
Same
when you
thing.
know that that so many of your colleagues just lost theirs, and a Senate where it's going to be
What else?
enormously difficult to
Where
push an
else?
agenda?
See.
All right, Rick Klein, our political director, we
Did
appreciate
that.
it. Thanks, Rick.
Search for aliens. Oh shit.
And as we wait for those final votes to be counted, the internet is providing
find
some
somewhere else.
levity. Here's Will Gans.
As votes
Fox News. Look, you can't leave a comment. Thank y'all for tuning in.